All right, y'all. Hello. Welcome back. This is part 2 of stepping into your divine consciousness. Now, if you done came from part 1 to part 2, that means you serious. You really trying to learn how to step into your divine consciousness. And you trusting in me to get you there. And I couldn't be more happier, man. I really appreciate that. If you haven't watched part 1, please stop the video now and go back and watch part 1. The reason why is because you want to watch part 1 so you can fully understand what I'm teaching and you're not just trying to jump into the middle or something, because you're not going to fully understand part 2 until you fully understand part 1. And then when you watch part 2, you'll watch part 3. And then when you watch part 3, you'll watch part 4. You want to watch it in order because it is a lot of information, right? And you want to watch it so you can get a full understanding of what I'm trying to teach, right? And for the people who came from part 1 to part 2, man, I really appreciate y'all again, man. Leave a comment. Let me know what I can change. Let me know what I could do different. I know the lighting is kind of bad in here, but I'm in my office. This is all I got right now. And I'm not finna just not put out any videos because I don't have anywhere to do it. Like, I'm determined and I'm finna work with what I got. So bear with me until I find another setting. As of right now, I'm finna do it in my office where I got a whiteboard where I can clearly kind of explain and write stuff down and teach at the same time, right? So yeah, leave a comment. Let me know if my information is actually truly helping you. I'm very passionate in this. So you leaving a comment knowing that I'm at least helping someone, man, that keeps me motivated, and I could greatly appreciate it. So yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Now let's do a brief overview of part 1. This is just a quick overview, right? So we started part 1 with asking the question, what is stepping into your divine consciousness? And what we already established is stepping into your divine consciousness is you reaching a higher consciousness, a higher frequency, a higher vibration, but understanding you possess divinity or you have divine energy flowing within you at the same time, right? That is stepping into your divine consciousness. And then when we got into the context of part 1, we broke it down into an A and a B. A was you have to deeply want it. If you don't deeply want it, there's no reason for you to even watch this video because you're not committed from the beginning. You have to want it. Can't nobody else want this but you. You will want to have to choose to want to be a better version of yourself. You will want to have to choose to have control over your destiny, control over your success, control over bringing your dreams into physical reality, your goals into physical reality, achieving those things. Only you deep down will need to want to do that. Nobody else can want it but you, right? And once you deeply want it, we already went in part B, we already went over that. That is your why. What is my purpose? Why am I doing this? What is my why? Visualization, visualizing my dreams, visualizing my goals, visualizing my aspiration, visualizing me achieving those goals, visualizing me bringing those dreams into reality, visualizing me achieving all of my aspirations, visualizing me overcoming obstacles, visualizing me overcoming challenges, feeling the joy, feeling the confidence, it's feeling all of the emotions, feeling the fulfillment of me living my best version of me. You are fulfilled and you feel it emotionally and you're visioning it, and you want to visit it and write it down or speak it out loud in present tense. Heavy on the present tense. The reason why you want to say it out loud or record yourself saying it out loud in present tense or writing it down in your journal in present tense is because when you go back to reread it or you go back to rewatch it, it reinforces your commitment to your vision. It reinforces your commitment to the destiny that you want for your life. And you want to continue to have this visualization every day, right? And you want to continue to do this every day until those visions become reality. Now, let's get into part 2, right? So now it's time to align your spirit, your mind, your habits, choices, behavior, thoughts, emotions, beliefs. Oops, I almost spelled that wrong. Beliefs, and then we're gonna put this off to the side. Energy. Right? It's gonna all make sense. Sit that off to the side. Write it down. Spirit, mind, habits, choices, behavior, thoughts, emotions, beliefs, energy. We want all this to align to our vision, right? Now, how can we reinforce all of this to align to our vision? Well, that is through action. That is through execution, right? So let me break it down to you like this. Close your eyes, right? You hungry, right? Now, deep down, remember part 1, you got to deep down really want it. Now you hungry. Now you deep down really want to make a change to that, right? I think I want to change this. I think I want to give me something to eat. I'm hungry. And you deep down want to go get you some food. Like you want this, you hungry, right? Now comes the visualization. Hey, what I want to eat? I think I want to go to McDonald's. I think I want a number 1. I want a Big Mac, no pickles, extra mac sauce, large fry, 2 apple pies, and I want a large Sprite, no ice. You visualizing it. You seeing it. You feel the emotion. You feel the joy. You happy. Like, yeah, I'm finna go get this. This gonna be good. You damn near taste it. You visualizing it so hard. You almost taste it. You like, yeah, I'm finna go get this. Well, where is the execution? Right? Well, the execution is you going to go put on some clothes. You going to go grab your keys. You going to go get in your car. Starting your car up, putting it in reverse, pulling out the driveway, putting it in drive, going down the street, hitting the left, hitting the right, pulling up to the McDonald's. You doing all this executing. Pulling up to the McDonald's, roll the window down. Say your order out loud. I want a number 1, no pickles, extra mac sauce, large fry, 2 apple pies, and I want a large Sprite, no ice. You go around, drive to the next window, pay your money, get your receipt. You drive to that second window. You grab your bag. You open it up, and there it is. That which was once in your mind when you was sitting at your house on the couch. It was a vision. I want some McDonald's. You visualized it, everything you wanted, you damn near tasted it, and then you executed to make that vision a reality. I don't know how more simpler I could break that down. Now, if you can apply that concept to your goals, dreams, and aspiration, anything that you imagine, if you apply that same concept, I promise you can bring anything you imagine into physical reality. Now, let's start. What is execution? Discipline. Consistency. Persistency. Oh, I spelled that wrong. My bad, y'all. Can't even spell. What's going on? Persistency. Okay. Discipline, consistency, persistency. This is what I call the 3 pillars of execution. This is going to reinforce this. This is going to reinforce this. And I'm finna break all this down to you real quick. Now, you can't find none of this online. You can't find this in no book. You can't find this on Google. You could Google 3 pillars of X anywhere. You're not going to find this because this is something that I came up with. This is something that I came up in my mind that I actually done, and I know that it works. That's why I'm so passionate about teaching this, because I've done this and I know that this is going to work. Now, it's not the hardest part out of all the parts, but I say this is about the second hardest part. If you can't make it past this part, you're not going to get through all the other parts, right? This right here is the second hardest part. It ain't the first hardest one, but it's the second hardest one, right? But anyway, discipline. Let's start with discipline. Discipline is nothing but discipline is nothing but you conducting yourself accordingly to a plan, system, or a set of rules you put in place. Discipline is nothing but you acting accordingly to a plan, a system, or a set of rules that are put in place, right? So let me put it to you like this. I visioned that I want to lose weight. I wanted to lose 100 pounds, right? And you visioned that you wanted to lose 100 pounds. That was your vision. You want to lose 100 pounds. Well, what's my plan? Well, my plan is I'm going to go to the gym. My plan is I'm finna eat better. My plan is I'm finna be in a calorie deficit. That's my plan, right? I'm finna go to the gym. I'm finna eat better. I'm finna be a calorie deficit. That's my plan. Well, what's my system? Well, I go to work from 9 to 5. And I know when I get off work at 5 o'clock, I'm not going to feel like going to no gym. When I get off work, I just want to go straight home, eat, and just get in my bed. I'm too tired after work to be worried about going to the gym. And it's too much traffic and all that. I don't want to deal with that. So the best time for me to go to the gym is in the morning, right? This is not me. I'm just talking out loud, right? So my system is, let me say this. Not only do I feel better that I'm feel better than going to gym in the morning, I'm finna meal prep on Mondays, or I'm a meal prep on Sundays. I'm gonna do Orange Monday. Let me write this down. So my system is 6 a.m. get up so I can get to the gym on time so I get to work by 9. My system is meal prep on Sundays. My system is we doing arms Monday, legs Tuesday, back Wednesday, so on, so on and so on. This is my system. So my plan, in order for me to bring my vision into losing weight, my plan, I'm finna go to the gym, I'm finna eat better, I'm finna be in a calorie deficit. My system, I'm finna get up at 6 a.m. so I can get to the gym on time. I'm finna meal prep on Sunday so I can eat better. And I'm finna do arms, legs, back. I got my system all set out of how I'm about to do this. What's my rules? Which is I got to get up at 6 a.m. so I can get to the gym on time. I ain't scrolling on my phone after 9 p.m. No more phone. Another rule. No sugary drinks. Another rule. No fast food. Another rule. Gallon of water a day. So on and so on and so on, right? So on and so on and so on. These are the rules that you put in place in order to bring that vision into physical reality. You got your plan, you got your system, you got your rules, and you finna dedicate it and conduct yourself accordingly to this. That's your discipline. Now, you conducting yourself and dedicating yourself to your discipline, it reinforces the spirit in the mind. It keeps your mind on the prize. It keeps your spirit aligned that you really want this. You're disciplined, right? Now, consistency is nothing but the visible pattern of your discipline. I'm going to repeat that again. Consistency is nothing but the visible pattern of your discipline. So you've been following this system. You've been conducting yourself accordingly to this right here, right? You're playing your system and your rules, right? Now, if you're conducting yourself accordingly, that means the person at the front desk at the gym, because you said you was going to get up at 6 a.m. every morning to get to that gym so you get to work on time by 9. The person that work at the gym might see you come to the gym every morning at 6:45. And they going to say, dang, he always here every morning at 6:45. He consistent. He always here. Like, it's like clockwork. 6:45. He here consistently. But they don't know the discipline it took for you to show that consistency. They didn't see the alarm go off at 6 a.m. They didn't see you have to drag yourself out of bed and force yourself to go to this gym in the morning. They don't see that you're doing all of this in order for you to show that consistency. Does that make sense? And consistency is good because consistency, that is what's going to reinforce you with those habits. It builds good habits, builds good choices, builds good behavior. Your consistency builds good habits, choices, and behavior. I hope this makes sense, bro, because this clicked for me when I was going through it. It clicked for me, and I'm like, I need to teach this. There's no information out here like this. I need to teach this, right? Now let's get into persistency. Persistency is what gives you that resilience. Persistency is what allows you to keep going after a setback, because consistency is going to fail. Consistency is going to fail. There are going to be times you don't feel motivated. There are going to be times you're going to hit a brick wall. You might hurt your knee. You might have hurt your ankle, rolled your ankle. Your schedule might have changed. Something may happen, an obstacle arise, a challenge arise, you've fallen. But instead of you allowing that fall or that wall or whatever that obstacle was to stop you, persistency allows you to keep going even after you hit a wall. That is what picks you up, dust yourself off, and allow you to keep running even after you have fallen. That is what that persistency does. And that's what's going to help with the last three: your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs. Persistency is going to give you that belief that I done had a setback. I done hit a wall. And I'm still going. I believe I can make this vision become a reality. I overcame an obstacle. My emotions are high. I had a setback. I was low, but I came out on top. And I'm going to continue to keep pushing because I have an end goal that I'm finna make a reality. Your thoughts. I'm finna eat, breathe, sleep. I don't care about how I feel. I control my mind. I'm finna persist anyway. Right? If you follow this, the energy is automatically going to align to that vision. If you dedicate yourself to all this, the energy is going to automatically align to that vision. Now, also, with you doing this, right? Let me go back to my notes real quick to make sure I ain't missing nothing. With you doing this, right? This whole little system here in part 2, this help builds courage. Because you actually doing it now. You actually doing it. You actually doing it. You got courage now. Now you got self-confidence. Uh-oh. Because you already had that belief that you could do it now. Now your self-confidence is growing. Uh-oh. Not only is your self-confidence growing, where is it? I'm missing one. Where the other one at? Bear with me. Hold on. Real said, y'all got a lot of notes. I'm sorry. It's a lot of information. So I got to make sure that I don't miss anything. And I was self-trust. Now you can trust in yourself. This whole system, right? So let's go back. Part 1. You have to really want it. That's A. B. Visualizing your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, and all that. Right? Feeling it emotionally. Right? Speaking it out loud, writing it in present tense. Right? So you can reinforce that commitment to that vision. Right? So now we want to make our spirit, mind, habits, choices, behavior, thoughts, emotions, belief, and energy all align with that vision, right? Because that's the only way it's going to come into physical reality. It has to align. Well, in order for me to reinforce this to align with my vision, I need to do the 3 pillars of execution, and that's discipline. Discipline is the bridge that's going to bring that vision into reality. This is your bridge, because that's going to align your spirit and your mind. If you can't pass the discipline part, you're not going to get into the other parts, because discipline is what's going to get your mind and your spirit to understand that I'm finna do this, I'm finna bring this, and I'm finna manifest this. This is going to reinforce that. And your consistency is going to reinforce those good habits, those good choices, and good behaviors to help bring your vision into reality. And that persistency is what is going to help you believe. It's going to give you the emotion. It's going to not worry about what you feel or what's going through your mind, because your thoughts is going to always be on, I'm finna bring it into reality. And your energy is just going to automatically align with all of this. And in the course of you doing all that, you're going to build self-courage, you're going to build self-confidence, and you're going to build self-trust. I know this is a lot of information. If you got to rewatch this video over and over and over again, then do that, because you have to understand. And now y'all understand why I say I got to break this down in parts, because this is a lot of information. If you want to step into your divine consciousness, it's a lot of steps. This is not nothing that just happened. You have to make work inwards. It's inward work that you have to do. And this is the second part. Now, mind you, we got about 5, 6 more other parts to go. This is just the second part, right? So really write this down, rewatch it over and over, and get a great understanding of this, man. I appreciate y'all watching. Part 3 is going to be about subconscious and taking over control and rewiring your subconscious mind. Now that part right there is probably going to be, that's the first hard. Remember when I said that this is the second hardest step? Rewiring your subconscious mind and taking control of that is probably going to be the hardest part out of all of the parts, right? So part 3, you really want to tune in and make sure you got your pen and your paper, because I'm going to make sure that I break that down so you can understand, right? And if you gain any type of knowledge from this, man, please leave a comment, man. That will really help motivate me to let me know that the information that I'm releasing is helping somebody out there, man. And if you can like, share, and subscribe, man, that would really help me out a lot. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, that's really it for part 2. I don't think I have anything else. So, man, I appreciate y'all time. Thank you.